Is the 30-liter Peak Design Everyday Backpack good enough to carry your everyday setup? Peak Design believes that no two trips are the same, so I packed for 3 trips to see if this could realistically be my new everyday bag. Peak Design did send me their backpack to make this video. So what are some things right off the bat that you should know about this bag before we start packing? First, there are 3 points of access for the main compartment of the bag. We have one on the left side, one on the right side, and one on the top. On each side of the bag, there is a magnetized pocket and a zippered pocket. All the way in the back of the bag, we have the laptop sleeve, the tablet sleeve, and in the front of it are smaller pockets where you can place your phone and wallet. Your keys may not fit in there, so on the outside, inside one of the side pockets, we have a key tether where you can secure them. In case you run out of room on the inside, we have multiple points of mounting on the outside. We have on each side of the bag where you can mount something like a tripod or slip in a water bottle. But we also have 2 mounting straps on the bottom where you can mount something else down there, like a coat. The outside of this bag is weatherproof, so the contents of the main compartment stay safe. But for our first destination, we aren't worried about rain or snow. One of the regular places that I go to is the local indoor volleyball court. Before I go, I need to make sure that I bring the following: an extra pair of clothes, a small monopod, an action camera or 2, knee pads, and a scorecard. With this bag, not only is it easy and quick for me to pack, but I'm also able to visualize the whole contents of my bag and only take out what's necessary. Unfortunately, the bag doesn't stand up by itself, so I do have to lean it against the wall, which isn't a big deal. It usually doesn't fall over when I leave it like that. But I only play 3 times a week. So the other place that I go out to every week is church. In my basic setup, I usually bring a laptop, tablet, a camera and zoom lens, an action camera, a set of wireless microphones, a tech pouch, and a selfie stick tripod. I've used many camera bags for church, but one of the biggest issues that I have is overpacking. I found that this has been the right amount of gear that I needed without hurting my back. This matters because if you look closely at the straps, not only are they conveniently magnetic, but they also look rather thin. For the amount of gear that I was carrying, I didn't have any discomfort. In our next destination though, I will be walking around some more to see how tolerable it is. One of the main reasons why I prefer a bag like this is for travel. One of my issues that I have with other traditional camera bags is the flat lay style of packing and unpacking. When I need to reach for something that isn't side access, I have to open the entire bag. And when I do this out in a place like New York City, it feels like I'm just sharing my belongings with the world for anybody to take at the opportune moment. Naturally, I'm nervous when I travel around with a bigger camera, especially, and all the little stuff that I need to bring along. But whether I'm on the bus, cramped in space, or walking in Central Park in front of hundreds of people, I can easily access any part of this bag through the side access without ever having to put it down. Another thing I'll do in the city is apply the security loops, or the zipper loops, that the bag comes with, so that no one can access my main compartment, limiting access to only 2 points, the top and the right side. Although this bag makes me feel like my belongings are safe and on my body, you still can't ignore those thin straps from earlier. And since I wasn't traveling to a place like New York anytime soon, I packed this bag with the following items and walked in the park for about an hour. All this stuff weighed about 13.5 pounds or 6.15 kilograms. Overall, I found that the bag wasn't too heavy and that the straps didn't feel like they were digging into my shoulders at any point. Just like in the city, we walk around, pause to take moments to document our experience, and then go home. If you're looking to pick up one of these, they sell this in a 20-liter version for $279 US and a 30-liter version like this in several colors for $299 US. As someone who has owned the other 2 versions of this bag, version 1 and version 2, as natural as it is for me to pack in a flat lay style with camera gear, I found this to be easier for bigger and bulkier items like clothes, pouches, and most of my camera gear. As someone who prefers the packing style of a messenger bag but prefers the weight distribution of a backpack, this is the perfect hybrid experience since I could clearly visualize everything in my bag without having to put it down, and still not be overwhelmed by too much weight on one shoulder. With the few trips that I spent with this bag, I'm convinced that this can handle much more. But if I get too carried away with overpacking, that's when I start to use this bag over here.